Hello, I am the Burzinator, and I'm here to guide you through your hero journey. Here to assist me is my sidekick, Lieutenant Readinator, and she'll be helping you to learn about the hero journey. So we're going to tell you about these different stages you have to go through if you want to be a hero, right?
Right.
Do you want to be a hero, Readinator?
I want to be a hero.
Me too. All right, so first we have two things. You can see we have two lines divided here. We have a known realm and an unknown realm. So the Readinator is going to put that on the board for you. Okay? Now, in order for our hero to actually start his or her adventure, there has to be a call to adventure. All right, the call to adventure is the point in a person's life when they are first given notice that everything is going to change, whether they know it or not. So that comes while we're in the known realm, okay? It's the call to adventure. Now, oftentimes there is something like the refusal to call. Okay, sometimes it can be really scary when we're told to do something really huge and the future hero refuses to heed the call they've been given. This may be from a sense of duty or obligation, fear, insecurity, or any range of reasons that work to hold the person in his or her current circumstances. You can probably empathize with this. At some point in time, you've probably been told to do something and you decided not to do it. All right, but then we go on to the other side where the hero actually does begin the adventure. This is the point where the person actually crosses into the field of adventure, leaving the known limits of his or her world and venturing into an unknown and dangerous realm where the rules and limits are not known. There is usually a place in between these worlds called a threshold. And we can see the line where we've got the threshold right here. And now our hero has begun the journey. All right, along the way, the hero will also meet someone called a mentor. All right, this supernatural aid will assist the hero in his or her journey and teaches, but more likely allows the hero to discover that which was inside the hero all along. Some of you might be thinking of some of these types of characters from your favorite movies or books. The mentor normally dies or leaves the hero somewhere along the journey, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. All right, next we come the hardest part for the hero, and that's called the road of trials. Typically, there are 3 different trials that are within this road of trials, but we always usually see these specific types, 2 different types. First is the experience of unconditional love or the temptress. At this point in the adventure, the person experiences a love that has the power and significance of the all-powerful, all-encompassing unconditional love. This is a very important step in the process and is often represented by the person finding the other person that he or she loves most completely. Alternatively, the hero meets a temptress, someone or something that tries to induce the hero into abandoning his or her quest. Probably you're thinking of something right now from your favorite book. The second is the ultimate boon. This is the achievement of the goal of the quest. It is when the person went on the journey to actually get. All the previous steps serve to prepare and purify the person for this step. Since in many myths, the boon is something transcendent, like the elixir of life itself, or a plant that supplies immortality, or the Holy Grail. All right, so the ultimate boon is that point of achievement. All right, and next we have something that's a little bit sadder while we're still in this unknown realm, and that's usually when we leave the mentor behind. Okay, so we've got leaving the mentor on our hero cycle here. And this is the point where the hero or the mentor either dies or seeks to serve some other purpose and leaves the hero on his or her own. That's usually followed very closely by something called the refusal of the return. Oftentimes the hero is reluctant to return home. Things have changed so much for the hero because of all that they've gone through and because of these people that have impacted his or her life, that home seems like quite a different place and they're reluctant to go back. But then we have the rescue from without. Just as the hero may need guides and assistants to set out on the quest, oftentimes he or she must have powerful guides and rescuers to bring them back to everyday life, especially if the person has been wounded or weakened by the experience. Or perhaps the person doesn't realize that it is time to return, that he or she can return, or others need his or her boon, that being that they could use that heroism back in the known realm. All right, so that's when we actually have the crossing back into the known realm, is that rescue from without. It transitions us back to home, where the hero has become the master of 2 worlds. All right, the trick is to retain the wisdom gained on the quest to integrate the wisdom into a human life and then maybe figure out how to share the wisdom with the rest of the world. This is usually extremely difficult for the hero. Heroes often have difficulty resettling into their earlier home lives, but when they do, they become the master of two worlds, and thus the hero in both worlds. So we started with the call to adventure. Once we began our adventure, we saw many good things happen. We had a mentor figure who led us to our trials, which led us often to leaving the mentor, refusing to return. Then we came back to our rescue from without, where the hero came into being a master of two worlds, and possibly can repeat the cycle again, to be seen in part 2 of the movie, right? So, now you know what it takes to be a true hero.